Hello, everybody. Welcome to a later than usual stream, and good morning to you, Graham. Hope you're doing all right. Hope everyone's doing all right. Everyone who's tuned in on this fantastic night. We are just over 1 week until the Civ Give takes place. 14th of December. Gosh, I think it's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for all the Americans who use that particular time zone. So it's all very exciting stuff. But it's crunch time for strategies, right? We're coming to the pointy end of, I guess, finding some stuff that's good. I've been doing a little bit of espionage. I've been doing a little bit of spying on my fellow Civ Give participants, and I found some interesting stuff that I hadn't really thought about in terms of mementos. And I do think mementos are going to play a big part of who gets off to a really good start. There are some really strong mementos, of which a lot of them are going to be banned, right? But I've been doing some thinking. Now, I happened to watch a bit of White and Nerdy the other day, in secret, and he was experimenting with the attribute ones, but not the ones you might think. It's all these ones. So gain 100 food when you spend an expansion point. Gain 50 science when you spend a science point, etc. I think the production one's quite insane. The culture and science ones are all right. Culture one's probably better than science. The food one's pretty good. A bit of a classic combo there. And he was pairing them with Ibn Battuta, which is quite clever. It's a lot of tempo. Now, that's not what I wanted. Now, this relies heavily on the fact that you should, in theory, be able to, if we enable the mod that lets you change mementos on age transition. Otherwise, I think these are actually they're a bit troll. Welcome in, Panda. Hello to you, and you made it to a stream without staying up all night. Does that mean you've just woken up really early? Well, either way, congratulations on making it. Graham has watched it too. It was unexpected. Yeah. It's extreme amounts of tempo, and again, so with only 60 turns or so in an age, getting 150 production is pretty fantastic. Like 150 production on turn 1, it's pretty unreal. Or 300 food. Anyway, it was interesting. Again, though, I'll keep these in my back pocket. These ones, and I do think you'd want to go even if you went those. Like everyone else could make use of it, but not so much. It's really just about the early game, right? But if the rule set is that we can't change mementos, so you just have to keep these for the whole game, then I think it's not worth it. I think it would be really questionable. Like it's obviously ridiculous at the start of the game. And granted, I think the production one's still pretty good in exploration, and even ever so slightly good in modern. But I don't know, yeah. I wouldn't be taking the food one. I'd be pretty pissed if I had to keep this food one for the whole game. They are definitely strongest on online because, yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why I keep exiting out, but these don't scale at all, right? They do not scale. The other thing, like, if you're taking this, which is decent, the production's like so good early game, but you have to put points in the military tree, which is terrible. Yeah, exactly, Panda. So, like that's kind of the worst tree. Like, unless obviously you're at war, right? So I guess in some ways it's a bit of a deterrent. It could be all right to, have a few military points. But even then, the military trees are really bad. I would really rather any other tree than the military one, except for the first point, for the war support. because everyone's going to have that, and if you don't have that, then you're screwed. It's like everyone's got Gate of Nations on you, right? So yeah, I think it's a bit of a trap. Now the food one, I think it's not bad, because the expansion one, you can get plenty of expansion points, and you're not going to be mad about that. Welcome in, Ice Cream. Panda says the science one is interesting. I think the science one, well, it is interesting. Tell me what you think about it, because I think it's a bit overrated, potentially. Getting like that much science early on is fine, but you're always going to be gated by production anyway, right? So even if you do unlock your libraries on stockpile attributes, holy, I'm gonna have to think about that one in a second. The CivGive event is, let me just double check. I want to make sure I got the right thing here. Also, I've got, side note, I've got a banger video that'll be coming out tomorrow. Probably, I don't know, 12 hours or so, maybe 24 hours from this stream. Let me just confirm the time here for you. It's on the 14th of December, and it's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 a.m. EST, 14th of December. Convert that as you wish to your time zone of choice. I won't be taking questions on what that is in Australia time and what that means for me staying up for potentially 8 hours after the said time. Anyway, that's all right. No worries. Stockpile attributes in modern, you can use them, but then you're losing out on those attribute points for the whole game, right? If you stockpile them. If you take science attributes in modern, but even then, it's only, that's 50. It's 50 science in the modern age, which is like nothing. I don't know. I like your thinking, but even if you, for some reason, stockpiled like 10 science attribute points, that's only 500 science, which is probably less than 1 turn of research. So I hear you, but it's very little, I think. Tech pop, am I misreading this? 50, it's just 50 science. Oh, I see. Look, I don't think we're gonna have such a good game that will actually be zero turning techs, and my video does top, if you're, what the hell is this guy talking about? I've got a video coming out soon that talks about zero turning text, but it's very niche. I don't think we're going to get to that point. I think that's, it's ideal circumstances that we won't get there. Anyway, so is it really smart for the science speedrun? I think it's, look, it doesn't beat out, what's that other one? Just type in Science Alliance. Glass harmonica. Glass harmonica is a bit ridiculous. Combine that with Note G. It's kind of hard to take anything other than these two, to be honest, in the modern age, if you're really try-harding. One second, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. General runs. Anyway, yeah, it's an interesting idea, I think. But yeah, look, it's all theoretical. It all comes back to unconfirmed, and apparently Roman Holiday likes to leave this to the last minute. But confirming whether or not we can change mementos between ages, because I'm not taking these if they're if we have to take them into modern. No way. Even these ones, I think, are not worth it at all. So we'll see. So other mementos, in the similar sort of vein, Lydian Line would fall into this category too. Now again, keep in mind we're really, it's going to be a science game. I don't see any other way around that. Again, I'm not gonna military it up. It's not in my veins. So military victory's out. Culture victory is like impossible in multiplayer. And what's the other one? Economic. Well, you all know what I think of economic. It's just a slower science victory. So, and you know, 14 turns to move your banker around on online speed. No thanks. That's the whole age right there. Anyway, look, so stuff like Note G is still going to be on my radar. And I think Note G, if we can't... Oh, look at that. The tooltip is different. They've not applied the new formatting tech to the memento selection UI. If we can only take 2 mementos for the whole game, I would happily take Note G. It is pretty useless in Antiquity. It's average in Exploration, but this thing is game-winning in Modern, right? It won't be much help if our science sucks, but we'll see how we go. I think on the last stream you were standing for this too. I think you really would. You'd have to pick Catherine. So much of this, it's hard to theory craft, right? Because it all depends on my leader. I can tell. That's good. We've got to have passions in life. Yeah, like, I don't know. If I'm playing Catherine or Ibn or Benjamin, these are all very different people. Now, the other, obviously, the other one really that should be on our radar is Amina. Yes, ice cream. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, science victory is the plan. But keep that on the down low. I'm probably going to tell people on the day that I'm going for like culture victory or something. I'm going to tell people I've got some like ridiculous culture strat and then just completely go like ignore that. Throw them off the mark, you know. Anyway, so yeah, Amina. Exactly. You're picking up what and putting down. So Amina is a really solid leader, at least for multiplayer. I've not ranked her very highly in my tier list traditionally, but we'll see how it goes. And Panda's just brought up a great point, actually, that this is oh god, does anyone... No one's going to understand this, but this is like League of Legends, like the 2015, I think, Worlds, where they released Gangplank like a week before, and it like totally shook up the meta because he was super broken. Anyway, the new civs and leaders. So I think the new leader is trash. that's my 5-second opinion on what's her name, like Hashida, I think. Something like that. I think she is terrible. Really bad. I'm surprised. I've seen a lot of people saying she looks good. I don't see the vision. Getting like a free boat every like 20 turns, that's horrendous. Really? See, and I respect Paisley a lot, so that's surprising. I'm curious what she thought was good. I think the culture from boats thing is okay. Like, it's fine. I think if you really focused on it, you could probably make something out of it, but I think the amount of effort you would have to put in to make that bonus worth it, I'm not sure if it would pay off. The influence is okay, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see the vision. The counter-spying thing, like she can't be counter-spied, that's okay, I guess. And the no negative influence, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I know bridges exist, but again, so like, she's good if you are on lots of navigable rivers. What if you don't spawn near navigable rivers, or if you're not near the coast, right? Even if you're on the coast, like you can't make that great use of it, I don't think. I don't know. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Let me pull up. Let me pull her up. Actually, we can all have a chat. Hopefully this works. By the way, God, I hate doing this stuff live. It's so stressful. Civ 7 new leader. Saida, right? Do they have her on the official Civ wiki? Oh, yeah. Okay. Uh, sorry, everyone. I'm not looking at chat right now. Hold your horses. Um, do. As a source. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, this stuff. Apologies to everyone who has to suffer through me doing this live. I just want like a window. Maybe this will do. Here we go. Put that on the Civ scene. Potentially put that there. Oh yeah. Okay. I hope that was worth it. Let me get my chat back up. Okay, I'll read Graham's message. I don't think there's necessarily any poor leaders, just poor understanding of how to use them properly. I like your thinking. I tend to agree with the sentiment of what you're saying, Graham, but I think it's hard to compare someone like Queen of War to Simon Bolivar, for example. Or a better example, maybe King of Kings versus Simon Bolivar, military versus military. I'd rather be King of Kings every single time in probably every situation. I got to catch up on the chat now. Hoping mementos will be good. That's the big thing as well. The mementos are always an interesting part. Imagine if they just ripped out the can't counterspy thing, right? Like if there was a memento that said you can't be counterspied. That wouldn't be good, but it would be interesting, I wish they'd do that. It frustrates me. It's just receive enable unit. Doesn't specify whether it's melee or ranged. Very true. I hadn't thought about that. And also, where is it going to appear? Is it going to appear like in a lake somewhere? Welcome in. This face plunger, right? Welcome in. We were talking about Amina. You guys are all seeing this, right? Yeah. So I've got Saeed up. Saeeda. Listen, Simon is a struggler. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, face plunger. What's your thoughts on Saeeda? Did we mention this Discord? Was that you? I don't see it. I don't see the vision at all. These bonuses all seem so weak to me. I mean, I guess like a lot of leaders are a bit average if you really get down to it. Like, a lot of leaders don't do much for a lot of the game. Like Tecumseh, of course. Famously bad leader. I don't know. I just can't imagine wanting to pick her over, like, even Lakshmi Bai. I know that some people love Lakshmi Bai. I actually think she's better than I thought initially, I'll say that. It's like, who is, put it this way, who is worse than Saeeda? No, Saeeda, sorry. I don't know. I don't see the vision. I think she is confused. I'd agree with that. She's a bit torn. I think they should have committed to like something on. I mean, I guess it's all about espionage in a way, but I don't know. I will say, I feel like she's one of the more boring leaders that they've released. Compared to Blackbeard, like she's not going to make as big of a splash as Blackbeard, right? I don't know. Cool outfit, I guess, but feels like it should have been like a Viking leader or something, Anyway, to match with the fact that we just got, or we're about to get Iceland. Now we should talk about those as well. Actually, have I got this up? No, I have not. Friedrich, yeah, that's true. Friedrich's pretty average, both of them, although the culture one's not bad. What do we got? She has the potential to be 108 culture and 36 influence in antiquity in one town. In antiquity, the potential to that is a lot of assumptions. Oh my god, I've got so many messages to catch up on. I'm so sorry. Oh, we got Roman Holiday in the chat. Oh, shout out to Roman Holiday, by the way, who will be graciously running the Civ Give behind the scenes. He'll be commentating, of course, with Carl from Practise, Carl Varian. So shout out to Roman in the chat. Also a prolific modder, of course, of the AI. I'm gonna just skip over a bunch of messages. I hope you have a first place leader pick or first place Civ. Roman, I've got a strategy actually. I don't really care too much. I think the leader can be, it's whatever. I'm not too concerned about the leader. I'm really interested in getting a good exploration age Civ. Now you got to keep this on the DL, right? But I don't think it would be a terrible thing to do really badly, air quotes, in antiquity to get a really solid exploration age Civ. I think this is where the game will be won, right here. Particularly looking at Abbasid, looking at Ming, potentially. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely look, if I come down to it, I think I'd rather get a good antiquity Civ. Like whoever gets Egypt is going to be off to an absolute rip-roaring start. It's got to be said. Egypt, Assyria, Maya, obviously, Tonga, all very insane civs. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, anyway, we were ripping on Saida, and I'm not done with Saida because the ice cream's just come in. Also, welcome in. We've got all sorts of people here. I see Saida's emerged being a worse Charlemagne and a worse Harriet Tubman. Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. You would rather be Harriet Tubman every day over Saida, I think. But let me address this comment. Hang on. Well, first of all, does she get the culture from votes on enemy districts as well? That's not confirmed yet, but the way it's worded is that it could be anyone's district. Oh, did I close that? There we go. Naval Unit station on a district. So in theory, you could be like sieging someone down while getting this bonus, which I guess, again, like that would be all right. But are you going to position your boats to make use of that? Are you going to rely on your enemy having like ludicrous amounts of unstacked quarters? Like just, districts all spread out? Obviously not, right? But I don't know. But let me address this. She has the potential to be 108 culture and 36 influence in antiquity on one town. I mean, 36 water districts in one town? Ice cream, what? You got to share your secrets. Like what monster towns are you building that you have 36 water districts? Now, I know bridges exist, right? But yeah, people think about bridges, but come on. You're not going to spend in a town like what, 12,000 gold or something? 12,000 gold to get a payoff of 100 culture. Well, that's the other question, Ice Cream, actually. Fishing boats. Again, Civ 7, it's just like a peak Civ 7 moment, right? All of this stuff is so ambiguous. Like, receive a naval unit. What type? Melee, ranged, heavy? Is it submarine? Who knows? Stationed on a district. Friendly, enemy? Rural? Urban? Who knows? Again, the way it's worded, if you took it at face value, right? This could be any urban or rural district, friendly or enemy. Who knows? But tip, if you just follow the bouncing ball here, traditionally in Civ 7, this means urban districts. So I will say, if it's fishing boats, she's a lot better than I would think, but I think it's urban districts. I think this is a Civ 7 moment. But, I mean, this is me going against what it literally has written down, so we'll see. Roman, if you're still here, actually, well, I've got you. Are we going to be using the Mementos mod? What's the vibe? Because we're trying to plan out some Mementos here, trying to plan out our strategy, and it'll massively change depending on whether we can switch our Mementos between ages. So if there's been a ruling on that yet, whether we're going to use that mod to allow that, I'd love to hear it, because it's big. It'll mean big things for our strat. Anyway, got to run and watch the rest later. Yeah, see you, Graham. Thanks for stopping by. Our most dedicated Twitch viewer. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. That's the plan. Okay, great. Need to do some final testing. Yeah. Welcome in, ZCPV. Yeah, it was a bug. But someone has made a mod that just like very simply turns it back on. It seems to be like whatever the bug is. Someone said you can, if you're on a controller, then it lets you select that memento, like change mementos button. So it's like it's a specific PC bug, I think. I'm not. That's total like that's just a rumor. Right? I made that up more or less. But anyway. Yeah, it is now possible. So someone's got a mod for that. It's very simple. It works. I've done it before. If it's intentional, oh, there you go. Yeah, Roman, have they deliberately switched it off? Then is that your vibe? From what have they set, like, change mementos equals false deliberately somehow? Anyway, and welcome in, Chad Attenborough. Welcome in. Yeah, fishing boats are improvements, that's right. Whenever Civ 7 has historically, for any effect, used, this works on districts, they actually just mean urban districts, because, yeah, rural districts are, despite the name, considered improvements. Very odd. It's very odd. I feel bad for anyone trying to land Civ 7 sometimes. Simple UI mistake. Well, there you go. I've heard it was... Yeah, anyway, cool. So, who are we going to try today? Look, I think as well, Isabella's like a classic one. In terms of getting a really good start, I don't think anyone... Because she got nerfed, she's fallen off a lot of people's radars, but I still think she's ridiculous. Like, especially in online abbreviated, this has got to be the play, right? If you can get Isabella. But I don't know, people are going to go... Who are they going to go for? I think Ibn... someone's going to pick Blackbeard, because you gotta. Not going to let a Civ Giv go by without someone picking Blackbeard, so that'll happen for sure. Augustus is very strong, so he'll probably go. Amina's good. Ben Franklin's generally good, if you ask me. Some poor schmuck might pick Tecumseh and get really, really disappointed. I feel bad for whoever does that. Green Xerxes will probably be like probably my number one if I could pick anyone. Isabella's up there too. Queen of War is a bait. My favorite leader in the game, but it's just so hard in multiplayer. So hard in multiplayer to get allies, so... if it is the case, Iceland UI is listed as a UD. That was I think that was also just like I think they fixed that now, haven't they? That was definitely a mistake. Let's have a look at Iceland actually while we're here. Also, the Ottomans are coming, but until we see this, well, no, we have seen their civic tree, and they looked pretty bad, didn't they? Is Iceland not in here yet? There you go, they are. Iceland. So, they look fun in the sense that you don't have to play the religion game, which is great. Yeah, that's my impression. Ottomans look really... I mean, I don't know. I've had a lot of people complaining about the historical aspects of it too. I can't comment on that, to be honest with you, but from a gameplay perspective, oof, they look really boring. I don't know, of all the civs, like, of all the victories, rather, like, if you're adding a modern age civ, you've got to kind of keep in mind, if I was Practise anyway, you've got to keep in mind, like, what victory condition is this pushing? And it's pushing culture, and culture's, like, the most ridiculous one, at least in single player. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that's the Ottomans. Sad days if you're looking forward to them. Iceland. So, yeah, they are... From what I've seen, they can ignore, like, spreading religion and getting relics from missionaries. I forget exactly how you did it. Yeah, receive a relic every time you master a civic. The big thing for the Ottomans for me is the tip says, find where there are artifact spots on the civ lands, take them with your buff to combat. Yeah, absolutely. Like, what game were they playing, right? Where someone's got, like, an artifact in their land and it's not gone within, like... If it's in their land, that means it's within 3 tiles of a settlement. Every settlement can buy, like, even a level 1 town can buy an explorer. Obviously, like, it's gone by the time you get there. Like, it's that's a ludicrous, like, sounds good on paper playstyle, but is completely impractical in purpose. You know what people are actually going to do with the Ottomans? They're just going to... When you buy a explorer to go get an artifact, you're going to buy a settler as well, and then you're going to send the settler and the explorer next to each other, and you settle the city, then you dig the artifact, and then you essentially just got a 2-for-1 without increasing the cost of your next explorer because you used a settler instead. That's how it's going to work. No one's going to be declaring wars over artifacts as the Ottomans, all right? Come on, Francis, get with the program. Good for an advanced start. It's a classic move. I don't know. Is that... How many more times can we excuse the very, very questionable modern age civ designs with that that reasoning that if you play an advanced start in modern age, then they're really, really good. I don't know. Welcome in, Happy Squid. Hope you're doing all right. Modern civs in general aren't always that exciting. The most fun I had in modern was placing improvements everywhere with Nepal. Yeah, Nepal is fun. Again, they suffer from, like, I don't know, what do you call it? The game's already over by the time they take off. Like, food and production aren't good yields in modern, especially food. Maybe if you're at Pachacuti, you can get away with it, but yeah. Nepal is a fun idea, like, such an interesting idea, but also, has anyone ever given away a Sherpa yet? Has that happened on camera? Has anyone seen the mechanic where you can gift Sherpas away? I've certainly not done it. But yeah, modern age civs are... they are... Some of them have some fascinating mechanics, but they just never get a chance to shine. So it's a bit of a shame, really. But I'd rather they commit... Now, I've spoken about this for ages, but I don't want a 4th age. I do not want a 4th age at all. I'm happy with 3. 4 ages? Oh my god, can you imagine how long a game's going to go for like 600 turns minimum? I think 4 ages would be ridiculous. So I hope they stick with 3 or do some kind of... Sorry, Gurkhas, that's right. Good correction, yep. Everyone's piled on. Yeah, Gurkhas, sorry. Anyway, stick with 3 ages. Just make the 3rd age better. That's my advice. Or my opinion. Yeah, the actually squad has rocked up. All of you just simultaneously pushed your glasses up your nose right then. You know what I mean? Siam was fun until the brick practice threw at City State's head. City States, yeah, that nerf was pretty brutal at the time, but I think people have just gotten used to it, and like the game hasn't actually slowed down that much. Again, the video that'll be coming out very soon that I've got. Apologies, it's been like weeks since I've made a video, but I've been a bit busy, and I got the Civ Give to prepare for. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I've got a video coming out tomorrow, and like that's a turn 9 science victory, right? The record before the patch was turn 7, which granted I think you could have if I was really trying, and I didn't try at the time, but knowing what I know now, you could probably get that even lower, considering you used to get like free text constantly. But yeah, we've found other ways now to make ourselves like completely broken. So I think it's a fair move. I think some of the bonuses could probably still be touched up a bit. Like some of them are pretty bad. Oof, like, in the modern age particularly, again, like who's taking like the science on artifacts or whatever in the modern age, right? Obviously no one. Anyway, they should make the modern age bonuses like completely cracked again, that's what I would say. Man, how does anyone get anything done with an active chat? It's amazing, but God, you hate to actually want to play the game. Maybe they just need a double civic and tech cost for the second half of modern age. Put the factory in there maybe so economic isn't too fast. Modern needs fixing, but it's hard to pinpoint how. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't really want it to be much longer. I think the fact that the modern age is such a sprint is already like, I kind of like it. I'm pretty done with the game by that point, so I don't mind just taking like a really considered 30 turns to close it out. I don't want to build my empire back up again for like a fourth time. Can you imagine in those 4 ages? Ugh, I don't know. Just way too much resetting at that point, I think. Anyway, all right. We were talking about Iceland. Yeah, so I really liked it. I think they look fun, but culture, like for the Civ Give specifically, I'm talking about now. Probably not. Probably not. I wonder how many relics they gain from this. I want to say 3. Anyway, I think like if you got say Mausoleum of Theodric and you were like Edward Teach, I could see Iceland being like a natural pick for exploration. You're essentially Bulgaria on the water, right? So if you want to go like a pillage style gameplay, I could see it, but I don't think it's going to be very strong. Specifically in the Civ Give. I am very excited to play them in single player though. Really keen on that. So there'll be a Patch Tuesday stream next week. So look forward to that. You'll have me on tonight, Tuesday, Thursday, maybe Saturday before the Give, and then the Give on Monday or Sunday for you guys probably. Modern age civs need more focus bonuses. That would be one thing. Something saying in the Discord these days, the scaling's out of control in modern. Everything is pointless, even with Japan. He wants to spend ages building unique quarters. Yeah, a lot of that's all. I agree with a lot of that. Like some civs have some really interesting stuff. I hate to bring up Qing China again, but their quarter is like 25% influence when you finish this quarter. Well, that's insane. But like, you're never going to get this. You might get like 30 influence out of this by the time the game's over. And you've had to build these 2 buildings, which like you probably don't want to be doing. That's pretty much goes for any unique quarter. Like, where's Mexico? +2 culture for every tradition in the government. How many traditions are you going to have by this point? 6? 7? Oh god, I didn't mean to do that, by the way. But like 6 to 8 max. Which like is alright. Tonga gets about that on their one, but they're in antiquity. This is the modern age. Like this could say like +2% for every tradition slotted. Now we're cooking, you know. Now we're talking. But I know they want to get rid of all percentages in the game, which I don't know. But stuff like that, you know, like there's a lot of work they could do. Qajar, I mean, there's a 10%. Again, another like insane effect, but you're never going to get use out of this. 10% culture and influence in a celebration. Pretty crazy effect. Rome has the exact... Yeah, exactly. And if you think that like giving it double 2 ages later is worth it, then you're off your chops, basically. Like, that's insane. Japan's probably the only one that can get away with it because they benefit from the fact that if you're going Japan, you are going for a science victory. And if you're going for a science victory, culture is completely useless to you. Kinda. You kind of want fascism, right? But or communism. But this means you can spend your culture and get these quarters up. And these are great buildings to like fill in the gaps while you're waiting to do the projects. So Japan works out because of its circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. Great Britain's one's pretty good too, actually. +2 happiness on quarters. That's got to be the worst one, right? The avenue. It doesn't even sound good. It's just a road. Anyway, I suppose the industrial parks could be worse too. Double production buildings, pretty sick. Anyway, God, I'm just like ranting non-stop. The minimum is 9. Oh, of course, right. Yeah, well, I was thinking about the start of the age, but yes, good point. Anyway, but yeah, chances are you're not plugging every single tradition, tell you that. Confucius could be a good fallback leader too. But look, let's try Amina. Because I think she's she's just like a reliable leader. And I think the +5 combat strength is a really good, what's the word, you know? It's like going Harriet Tubman. It's a good deterrent. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a great deterrent leader. And as Face Plunger has pointed out, the wise man that he is, Plains and Desert, which Amina has a really strong bias for, have some of the best resources too. So camels, namely. So let's pick Amina, and let's just see how she feels. Yeah, probably won't. We'll see. Maybe we'll go to war. The thing that gets me about Amina, though, listen, I've got one shot at this thing, right? First time in the Civ Give. The way I'm going to behave, probably going to be the last. If I pick Amina and I spawn in like Tundra somewhere, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. Anyway, we'll see. I know that her bias is like really strong, but you just don't know. I've been in a game with, you know, poor Roman Holiday who picked Isabella and then didn't get a 1 to start. So it's basically just playing like a no leader. So you never know, right? When you put this, when you like eight players in a game, you just never know. So, but look, Tubman would be a good one because I think everyone would just ignore me for the whole game. That's a good question because we're playing on like Continental Islands, right? And this is gonna, yeah, here we go. It won't. You can't pick balanced in this, right? Yeah, so it locks you into standard, which isn't balanced, so no. Yeah, Roman remembers that game. I remember that game well. Yeah, so in theory, no. It won't. We're not really guaranteed much, I guess. Okay, mementos. We're going to try Lydian Lion. Again, I just like need to get a feel for how some of this stuff works. And Lydian Lion would be a good one as well. If a lot of stuff gets banned, I'd be happy to take that. As a bit of a fallback one, really. And what else? What else would we even want? I've got to pick the old science one, see what's around. I mean, otherwise, Corona Civica as well. A fantastic backup one. True Civ Give experience of risking playing Mali and Tundra back in 6. Yeah. Well, 6, I guess, you know, if we think about last year, they had the luxury of knowing exactly where they'd spawn on TSL. But, yeah, I hear you. I think let's just... these feel like good middle-of-the-road ones. But I feel like I could reliably pick these. I don't think they're not... Corona's pretty fantastic. Actually, Face Plunger, do you know... well, if anyone knows, but... you're very knowledgeable. But if anyone knows, does Corona Civica... Right, so if I take this in Antiquity... and I forget, is it 8 you started with Exploration? But I unequip this. Do I get to keep that +1 settlement limit in Exploration and beyond? I think the answer is no, isn't it? So this gives me +1 in Antiquity, but if I unequip it, it's gone. I lose that extra slot. I've got to keep that in mind as well. But I mean, realistically, by the time you get to Exploration Modern, it doesn't really matter. Oh, no yes or no. I think so. You do keep it then. That's pretty good. Big if true. And civs. See, settlement increase is 100% just from the memento. Oh, so you do lose it, right? Is that what we're getting at? I think that's what I thought. You lose it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yep, gotcha. But I still think that's fine because in exploration modern you can go over the settlement cap, no worries. So I'd still consider taking it personally, and I could, you could take that into future eras if you were desperate to. I'd have half an hour in the breaks to think up like some combos, right? So, like the chance of us getting Egypt, by the way, minimal. I don't think it's worth practicing. Axum kind of fits into the same category where then not only do I have to get plains or desert as my start, I also have to spawn on the coast. And if I got one or the other, I'd be pretty sad, particularly if I was inland. I guess downside of picking Amina is I'll be in the middle of the map though. If I'm someone else, I could be in the, I don't mind being in the tundra because then I have no one to the south or north of me, I don't know. Let's think about this. Who's going to go? What civ's going to go first in which order? I feel like Egypt will go first, even though I don't think they're the strongest civ, by the way. But they are insane. Egypt, Maya, Assyria. Oh, tropic. Sorry. Well, yeah, you're right. I had in my mind that it was desert, then tropical from the equator, but yeah, that's right. I feel like these three are going to go first, right? The warmonger's going to pick Assyria, and then we'll see. Throw Explo to pick Japan. I think that is a road to sadness. I think exploration... your modern age civ does, Japan is really just why not just throw the whole damn thing at this point? No, I think throwing exploration will cook your game. Your modern age civ, does matter a lot, but I think I'd rather be Qing with a really good exploration age. I'd rather be Abbasid Qing instead of, I don't know, Republic of Pirates, Japan. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a good exploration age than a good modern age. Which sounds a bit silly because modern age is when you win, but... Egypt is hyped up because they got buffed. Yeah, people are really feeling Egypt. And for good reason. I'm not going to deny they are really good. Anyway, look, so again, we'll stick with our kind of theory here. Let's pick a modern middle-of-the-road civ like Han. Mississippi, insane. So I'd be thrilled if I got Mississippi. It's really the only civs I don't want to get are Persia, Rome, Schiller. I think Schiller is terrible in multiplayer. You just can't get alliances. Moria, I'd be not thrilled about, but I guess I could be worse. Khmer, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, Khmer, you don't get the settlement limit, but because the age is so short, maybe the Khmer are alright. And they have really good tempo. Could the Khmer be good online, abbreviated? Because of this, it's because of their ability, I'm thinking. They would have a really fast start. Even though they taper off pretty quick. You do also get Angkor Wat guaranteed, so that's pretty good. The Khmer rubbish. I generally agree, but I think I've called them the worst civ in the game on multiple occasions, but on fast speed, are they still that bad? That's pretty sad if true. That was me, by the way. I tried picking Himiko with Schiller. In theory, it's so good, but in multiplayer, no one spends their precious influence on making you stronger, unfortunately. So no one sends you endeavors because you're just going to support them and then you get really strong. Which is unfortunate. So, Okay, let's try Han, because I think, yeah, they're an achievable, decent civ. They got the Great Wall too, which is really nice. Squid, the Kamai, I don't know if they set up your Expo really good. I mean, what are their traditions at the top of my head? So first of all, they don't get any settlement limit increases. Huge downside already. That's a disaster. But all of their traditions kind of suck as well. But like looking at their units, they have actually a pretty decent unit. So this elephant's quite good. Higher combat strength, pretty solid if you want to go to war, but you don't really, I don't know. If you take cities, like that's a precious settlement limit used up. They have the merchant, which is awful. All it does, it costs more than a regular merchant, and all it can do is move over wet terrain without movement penalties. Horrific. And it's immune to flood damage, like, okay. The beret lets you be immune to flood damage as well in your settlements, which I guess is, in theory, kind of nice. If you've settled on a ton of, you know, floodplains and whatnot. But even then, like, pretty minor. I'm trying to think, like, off the top of my head what else they do, but all their traditions are pretty trash. Their sort of premier tradition you get right at the end is that you halve the cost of specialists. So specialists for the rest of the game, you know, when you plug that in, your specialists only cost 1 food and happiness instead of 2. That's pretty underwhelming. When I first read it, it says 100%. So I thought it made your specialist free, which I thought that's a pretty cool effect for a really bad civ in antiquity. But nope, it only halves it. So if you read it as +1 happiness and food on every specialist, that's a pretty bad card, really. It's not worth it. They get Angkor Wat guaranteed, but again, it's hard to justify. That's the Kamai situation. Kamai situation is crazy. But they have the strongest unit without bonuses, 5 stronger than normal horses. Yeah, their elephant is really good. The slower movements, like whatever, who cares? Plus 50% growth rate and +1 gold on specialists. That's only in the capital, I think, right? And that's not a tradition you carry forward. The gold is, yeah, fine. I don't know. I like the idea of like Confucius Kamai is like one of the first combinations I tried. I love the idea of that, but it just needs a buff. It needs an Egypt level buff. Kamai, unfortunately. Anyway, let's go to Han. We got to put on these whack settings now. Also, well, Roman, if you're still here as well, Sassy was like playing today, and she thinks it's continuity. I told her it's regroup, but she seemed convinced it was continuity that we're playing on. I'm certain we're doing regroup, right? Like, apart from, like, I'm pretty sure that that's true, and also, if we're not, it's a really bad idea to do continuity, but I'll respect whatever rules we play, obviously, but, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's regroup, right? Online, age length, abbreviated, 10-turn countdown. These bad boys are all on hostile. I know Roman loves that. Bypass Civ unlocks, it's good. And Plague Crises off. Cool bananas. Alright. Amina Han. No real synergy here. To be honest, there's no synergy at all. But this is kind of what I'm thinking we're gonna get. This is about the power level we can expect to get, I guess. Because we're either gonna have a really good leader and a really bad civ, or vice versa. So I picked two. Well, if you ask Face Plunger, then we've picked the best leader in the game. Anyway. The Ed Teach play is about to be something funny if that's the case. Dude, the Ed Teach play, I feel sorry for whoever picks Edward Teach. He sounds so fun, but in practice he is so miserable, at least for me. I don't want to be microing units. Like, you have 120 seconds, right? Your turn timer on. The turn timer, when you're at war with 7 other players for the whole game, all of your boats constantly getting attacked. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting stressed just thinking about it. So anyway, I'm going to have a quick break here while we load in. I'll see you all back soon. And if you don't know what we're talking about, by the way, the Civ Give is happening next week. There's a QR code there on screen to donate. Or it's in the link in the description as well. Give generously. But I'll be back in a sec. Oh, and like the stream. Like the stream. Okay, we're back. Oh, we're in desert. That's a good sign. I was just thinking as well, I don't know, do you guys get ads when you watch this? I always set it on like low ads or something, but YouTube doesn't tell me when people get ads, so I don't like know when to take breaks. I just try to do it randomly, so I don't lose my voice. But anyway, this looks oh, okay, I had my resources off. I thought I had 0 resources right then. Well, you got double wine and gold. Don't care as much about the silk, but looks like a pretty good start. Maybe a teach is not so miserable. I don't think players will keep attacking your ships. I suppose that's probably true. Maybe. I mean, I certainly would. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I'm attacking everyone's ships. If that guy, that black-bearded bastard, brings his ships near my land, I'm attacking him. I don't care. Anyway, I think I might move down here. It's a bit awkward. Like, this is a decent science spot. This culture spot kind of got a bit gimped by the resource there. How good does this waterfall look, by the way? But I think I want to move down here. It's away from this wine, but it just means, like, I'm not going to try and catch all of this in one city. It'll probably be faster if I just settle 2 cities and get the wine on the second one. I think that's fine. Gold in the opening ring is fine. At least it's rough terrain. And it does, I will potentially be able to hook into this navigable river, so I don't know, it's not a great start, is it? But it will be one day. It's just not a very fast start, at least from what I can see. Yeah, if I had seen this mountain here, I might not have gone here, but okay, I'm satisfied. It still puts the wine in my third ring, which I don't love, but probably won't get a celebration for a while anyway, so not the end of the world, I guess. Now, I have Lydian Lion here too, but I don't think it's worth it. Oh my god, I thought that was a player. I don't think it's worth it to use it on a scout. Oh, but of course, I am the Han, so good news is I can get to that wine pretty fast, actually. This is definitely not a sailing start. I guess at least the benefit of being inland is that you are safe from naval attacks, more or less. Now remind me, what's the other one? Corona Civica, right, of course. Yeah, it's kind of scouting the same way, but that's fine. I feel like triple scout, surely. It's like probably even better on an online speed, right, to get these bonuses fast. Babylon and Longchang is military and science, not respectively. Chuck in charismatic leader, so we know where that two culture's coming from. Of course. Is this an Amina thing? This must be an Amina event. I mean, that is fantastic. Man, do I want the warrior? 3 scouts? Is 4 scouts crazy? Maybe a player is inclined to be your ally if you have a militaristic leader as well, because in multiplayer lobbies, the +3 combat strength endeavor is very good. That's true. Charlemagne Schiller? Maybe. Maybe. I just think the decay is too brutal when there's no leader agenda. I think it's really hard to get to that point of being an ally, you know? Too hard. Listen, when they do like a big diplomacy update one day, they need to oh my god, Squid, don't mention it. I'm still recovering from that debacle. But yeah, they need to have a way to, like Humankind actually, hate to bring up everyone's favorite. I've never gotten this, well, at least not in my single player games recently. I don't know, I've never seen this before. I'm gonna go with the warrior actually. 3 scouts is probably sufficient for exploration. How do you feel about riding? Feeling good. Also, look at this settle down here. I'm in Wine City right now, man. If I got this in the give, I'd be pretty happy with this. As starts go. Oh yeah, sorry, Humankind. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be able to forgive transgressions for influence. I think that would be a great mechanic. Once you get an ally, it doesn't decay anymore. I think that's right. It's certainly like, once I've gotten an ally, I've never like lost that. Really hard to lose someone once you've become their ally. Still got a really, really straightforward city building plan here. Science here, mountain here. It's all pretty like basically done for me. But yeah, justice for humankind, man. I don't care about this food, I don't think. It would give me wine faster. I know it's 1 turn, but it's not gonna matter. I want the gold. Just means in 3 turns I can buy my settle and we're off to the races, basically. So we'll smack some scouts. There's Babylon. A little scouting tip there of getting the extra tile has paid off massively right there. You know, and that's actually huge, by the way. When I was playing Tonga in the multiplayer game the other day, because every single city-state is hostile, I found the hardest bit is actually getting vision of the camp. Seems to have I've gotten pretty lucky here, but it took me ages to find some of the camps because I just couldn't get, I knew where they were, I just couldn't get close to them because of all the units. So, big win there. 7 gold for 32 gold for 20 food. Again, I think food is not as important. What I could do, I think that's worth it. I could buy the brickyard and then instantly buy a settler. It would be a very fast settler, but I don't know if that's worth it. This is a 3rd scout. We got scout army over here. It's fantastic mountains up here too. Yeah, you got to be happy with this sort of start. Cotton everywhere? Cotton and wine. Like, what more do you want? Holy. And yeah, camels over here, navigable rivers. Is this like weakest Amina start right here, or is this lucky? Maybe this is like the hidden power. The hidden power that I'm just talking about. Again, another pretty lucky moment here, meeting that city-state. Let's get Babylon going. Oh my god, they're only 100 gold on... Of course they are. But we can get a very fast 4 settlements up here. I guess this is the power of Corona as well. I'm happy to keep taking the gold, to be honest. It's not much point smacking these scouts, but sure. Metron truck. Oof. God, feels good to play Civ 7, doesn't it? What a legendary game. Like, after all that discussion, now I'm finally in, and it's just like, I'm in the flow immediately. Okay, we've got to go straight down here. This is a really good settlement, especially as the Han. I can't even see what's down here, but which is like not great. But what I can see is so insane that I think it's just like an easy take. Now I don't actually have much rough terrain, so stone circles, which like usually is really good. I'm thinking I can't quite justify that. Also with the Han, we can get up to 5 very quick too. 5 settlement. Man, the Han are pretty solid. Basically looking at this one and this one, because these two from memory aren't very great. No, they're not. They are defensive. I think I would be very happy with the Han actually if I got them. Anyway, in terms of what we want otherwise, I think I will go this. No, it's too early days. Let's get our commander, why not? More deterrence. Settlers going up, it's good. But Pantheon. Science on quarters, potentially. Reduction towards buildings is alright. I know the influence one is here as well, but influence is not what it once was. Still pretty good though, and none of the others are screaming out to me. I'll take it.
In the calm darkness.
Ah. Okay. Remember when Taurus... did anyone play at launch? Taurus used to make you ignore rough terrain. You could move... once you moved a unit next to it, you would ignore rough terrain for the rest of the game. But it just didn't work at all. It simply did not give you that effect. Fun times. Fun times. Shared government with the track. Good. We're just going to run away from that. The Longcheng is not going to be happy about this. I think we'll go this tile. Close to the volcano, which I like. Fortify there. Get the culture. Which is pretty aggressive. But again, I don't feel too threatened, right? With my +5 combat strength. This is all plains, isn't it? This is now grassland. Some of it. Desert in the capital. I've got to be very careful about that, I guess. Where I settle exactly. Looks good to me. A research collaboration. Don't mind if I do. Support that. Might make her a bit friendlier too. I should have been buying a settler like last turn as well. Bit of a mistake there. Okay. Granary or altar? I guess we'll get the altar up. It is a bit odd not like putting an ageless building with a non-ageless building. Not threatened, time to become a threat. She does appear to be in tropical. I feel very unconfident in my ability to take on Trungtrak in tropical terrain. She's the Kamai though. She's pretty bad civ. Although if they get their elephants up, then I am capital S screwed. Now again, another pretty solid settlement up here. I've scouted pretty questionably, but oh yeah, that's pretty solid. It's a really good culture settlement. Now I would love to get like this spot here. But this looks to be a +3 here. All in all, I'm a bit greedy to try and get this spot. I have to take out Shamron. It'd be a whole ordeal, so that's fine. You can go up here. And you are going to pick up these fantastic resources over here. This will upset Trungtrak a bit. Do I go for the greedy settle? She's not going to like this, but it is in plains, so let's limit test, right? Limit test Amina. Alright, you're just going to stay there. Keep healing up. Now, culture's about to pop off. Alright, there's +10. Lindsay is having a bit of a struggle. Let's get that sorted. These guys are going to pillage my stuff, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, maybe the brickyard was a bit trolled too, but completed the quarter, didn't it? So I think it's fine. Look, I guess we'll get these tiles. I just want to confirm this tile. It's not a mountain. It's a good culture spot though. I'll stick with my original spot, that's fine. She's got a settler going this way. The settler's been flooded on, but I can still keep going. Hopefully. Go for riding 2, and then we'll probably go for our Han one after that. I know that's not a tech, but you get the idea. What was all this? What's all this then? Across the river. Yeah, this was fast. This was very fast. Lydian Lion, right? Commander with 2 promotions, which I can start getting up as well. Trainer merchant or 1 culture. Whoa, what? It's got to be that one. That's insane. What a choice. Put that over there. Look, you've just got a... The merchant one. +1 culture on all settlements? Oh, is it a... For the economic attribute, is that a quest? As in, with that... Is that the reward? It's at 100 gold. But... Is this one of those like narrative event things that I haven't memorized, or Should I be going for something here because it'll trigger a narrative event it's never explained? Big if true, if that is something I should be doing. Every elite has a quest line that is one of their attributes. I mean, I know about the thing that, like, I'm an economic leader, so I get, you know, an economic point, but the quest to set 100 gold was the reward. Am I missing something? Should I have known that it doesn't? Or that it gives something extra? Or I'm just going off what the game told me, but maybe that's my biggest mistake in Civ 7. Hit the tin. Go towards the wine. I think you were running away, weren't you? This is separate, you get a follow-up quest. So if I had taken the merchant one, what if I had taken the commander one? Is there a... Okay. So there were 3 options. The commander one, I assume, would have given me some sort of follow-up quest for a military point. Because that's one of Amina's things. The gold one would have given me the follow-up quest for the economic point. Or I get the, you know, best pick right now choice. Am I on board? Is that a mechanic in Civ 7 that I've never really known about? The reward literally just says, you know, 100 gold, so I assumed that's all it did, but I would believe you if you said there's more to it than that. There you go, okay. I getcha. Yeah, would be good to know that for sure, if it was communicated in the UI somewhere, but I could see how in some ways that's a little bit intuitive, but not really. I think it should say, like, this, you know, picking this action will begin a event chain or something like that. 7 production is not a lot of production. Man, we both just became really unfriendly with each other. Okay, just gotta pray this volcano doesn't explode. Now that was on grasslands, so I'm not getting the combat strength bonus. Animal husbandry. Library's going up. We should get another settler out. I wonder if it's worth going for another settler or saving the gold for a city. Upgrading it to a city. Also, I have way too much influence. Let's do that. Opens up the map for me. I wonder how she would feel about open markets. I don't even want to spend the influence, but make her friendly, you know. Culture's good. I do love the scout movement. Get the culture again. Do I go for this influence one early? I don't think I do. Code of laws. Let's try and salvage this this friendship right here. This one to the capital sucks right now, but one day she'll get these mangoes and gold, so she'll get better over time. Okay, the old commander's leveled up. Let's just be greedy. We'll take Zeal. Move over this way. Man, hides here as well. Yeah, these are some very angry city-states, though. Also, I'd love to incorporate Longcheng. Or kill them. They're a military city-state. That would be really good, too. Like, this is -1 science. It's not the end of the world. It's dangerous. I don't like scouting just before a river, but there's a lot going on around here. I'm gonna take note of that. Oh, nice one. Good thing I didn't go on the river. I'm gonna take note of that quest thing. Because I almost always just take the immediate effect, because it's, like, at face value, always the best one. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. But that's very good to know. Let's get another settler hard built. Yeah. We've got a Chuko if we need it over to this city. Ooh. I mean, in theory I've got a little while because she couldn't denounce me. Let's get masonry. I think we'll be pretty good for settlement limit for a while, to be honest. I also should really try and get this commander more to the east, closer to Trunk Truck. It's all about to kick off over here, so conscious of that. Just sort of keeping an eye on what she's doing over here. Pretty clear what she's doing, so I do need to prepare for this, but it's Trunk Track, right? She's not going to not declare a formal war. But, I mean, in the world of sanctions, you can get someone pretty annoyed pretty fast. It's not ideal. I should probably... I'm being very greedy here. Let's just get a Chukanu out. I've got the gold to kind of get an army in a pinch here, but still. And even though this guy might be able to get some experience, look at this awful terrain. I can't really guarantee she's going to go for this one, so I'll just send this commander down the middle. Why did that... I didn't know that scout was getting attacked. I never know that that's happening. I'm convinced the UI doesn't tell you. I'll spend the 12 gold on that. It's really good to get these going. Okay, we are now in war deck territory. Let it be known. I'm expecting it... Okay, she moved her commanders away. It's got to be the golden all settlements, or did I just miss another quest? I getcha. Another codex. Again, I would usually take the influence there, but I've come around on this speed of taking the codex because you just don't have the time to get them all. Okay, go in, little commander. Give him some speed. Oh, up to 84. Man, that got bad fast. I was going to do a reconciliation, but it's, you know, like throwing a hot dog down a hallway at this point. It's just like not enough to make this guy like me, I think. So we'll take the influence over the culture. I'm inclined to take the free tech. A bit awkward on the timing though. I'd really hate to get this one for free. She did take my sheep. Expected. It's gonna be a long road to getting these other resources. We want the sheep eventually, but anyway. The free codex, I guess, again. I hate taking this, it's such bad tempo though. And the one on warehouse bonuses gets really good later. I guess I'll just... No, I've got to take the free tech, right? In theory, this like isn't that bad. It means one less mastery I have to do. I'll try this out. I'll try this stupid one. I hate taking that codex one. Let's do that. Let's keep greeting with the culture. Now, I'm not going to greet. I'm going to go for that. I can try. I'm going to start moving this towards the capital, but I suspect I'll be at war before I actually can use it. Oh, I never even considered. I've never like really built Petra, but I guess this could be the game, right? Not a bad little spot. It's these desert tiles aren't great. Once I get the saw pit, it'll be a lot better. But I guess this is not bad. Since like I used to love building Petra. I mean, who didn't, right? But Civ 7, not so much. Okay, we got some options. I gotta quickly ban this person. The old Twitch spotter. I would love to settle around here. To get the extra wine, to get the camels. But it's quite close to Longcheng. Anyway. I think that's fine. Let's move it over this way. We'll use this single warrior over here to kind of do his best. I think that's worth the risk, but I will start befriending Longcheng next. Gate of All Nations is gone. So it looks like the AI is back to building that quite quick, by the way. And the scout is not going to get anywhere anytime soon, is he really? Okay, science point. This guy and his sanctions. We should also consider. It would save us a lot of headache if we just had walls around here, but then I have to spend money on walls. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's make Lindsay 3 turns. Don't worry about it. Let's make Lindsay into a city. And I hadn't even thought about the pyramids. Pyramids works on minor rivers now, right? It does. What a wonder. I don't have that many over here, but it's probably still worth building because it's just that good. Yeah, it's not high on the list. I don't really love building a granary first, but I'll do it in this case. But I won't build over these rock tiles up here. They're too precious. Pick science. Resources are looking good, although that should go there. Slows down our Petra a bit, but what are the odds we lose that? The slinger here is really annoying. We might actually just get a quick one of these guys. I mean, I guess this guy can sneak through here. He can try. See if I can't keep healing up. I hadn't considered that slinger could move and shoot. Man, this is an insane... That was so bold. I deserve getting hit here, but... the river goes that way, so I should be fine. This is another slinger I don't know about. I might lose that settler. I wouldn't do this in a proper game, I think. There's Chan Chan. I will say though, overall, the Lydian Lion start, definitely happy with it. Definitely very happy with it. Yeah, you did get smacked. And you're actually dead. Because this is a flat tile here. Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Greedy plays Pre-results. I guess we'll try and snatch some of these horses, but I'm not too concerned about it. Okay. Still not that concerned about sailing either. This person's... she's still just really mad at me, but doesn't seem to want to declare war, which is interesting. I wonder why that is. Like, does she not feel confident she could win? Is it because I'm a meaner in grassland? Plains? Or plains? Plains and desert? The Chukonu does not have the extra combat strength yet. Settler did die. Not ideal. So we'll move up this way. Met Russia, but we haven't met... well, Catherine rather. We have not met Catherine, but we kind of have. I'd love to just stick on that wine and defend, but I can't. Well, I'm going to go ahead and send the trade route. It would be really annoying if she declared war right now after I did that, but can't really do anything about that if she does. But Chen Chen is strategically blocking access through that pathway. Whoop. Oh, Trung Truck didn't get Terracotta Army, which is nice. This is a good tile. This is a good tile. I want to get these hides more than anything. This lady's just like sanctioned city right now. And that's our other city-state over here. Who is rapidly closing in as well. I'm going to move you other side. Get here. Shame this commander got moved away, but... oh man, what is going on here? This is like pre-patch. It's like pre-patch AI right now. Like, I'm friendly with her and she's just decided to sanction me out of nowhere when we're nowhere near each other. Don't like that. Don't like that either. Alright. Next turn we can start befriending another city-state. It would be great to see this one over here. If I get on this horse tile, I can probably see them. Oh, even better. Someone's just sorted it out for me. Yeah, the sanctions just keep coming. I mean, what am I going to do about this? Like, nothing. Just got to cop it. Bit ridiculous. Now let's get a saw bit down for you. Geez, there's no good spots for it, really. That don't take up another decent spot. I really want to get this down. It's not the end of the world taking up this one rough tile. It's alright. It would be a tragedy if this guy... what is he on right now? A granary. It's alright, he can't pillage it if it's not finished, so he can stay there. There's Catherine. It was Harriet down here that befriended them. So Harriet, you're to the south. I mean, I guess there's a fair bit of room down there. Okay. I'm happy to let you out of the city for a bit. Another Chuko Nu. You know what? I will take that. Go over here as a backup. This is a thing, though. Let's just hold off on that auto walk. See what that unit over there does. Catherine. Okay, 400 gold. We should be spending this. On what? 2 turns we'll get production buildings up, which will be good. Chengdu in 4 turns, maybe? Let's just quickly finish off this saw pit. And then we'll get our library up. But we should finish this. Get the hides, which is fantastic. Put that in the cap. Sure, take the gold. Don't know about that one. Maybe the culture was better. Okay, well, good thing I didn't commit to moving. It's all happening over here now. I'll hit first. This guy could take a hit pretty well. This guy, I guess, has completely forgotten. He was fortifying on this tile for about 100 years. That's my bad. Culture on displayed artifacts. See you later, Face Plunger. Thanks for sticking around as always. It's good to have you here. Wow, that's a big army. Holy, I've never seen anything like this. Oh, someone just did a how the Israelis. That's quite the force they've got there. Anyway, wouldn't mind a free civic, you know. Oh, and of course I got the one I was researching. That's alright. Okay, Petra's done. Let's start growing. It's a good spot for it. We should also get this monument down, probably first. We'll get the granary. Do we have a saw pit yet? No, not yet, but we will soon. We should focus on desert tiles as well with Petra, obviously. Really want to sneak through this spot, but Chan is just like got an iron grip on this area. We can get the crabs. They're not great, but we'll take them. And go in here. All right. Sailing's good. I really don't want this guy to pillage my wine, but probably going to. See if we, yeah, nice, we can spot that city state just so we know. Just good info. It's good info to have. Longsheng should be friendly soon as well, yeah, next turn. And then it's just C-Thep, really, they've got to worry about after that. Harriet Tubman is, oh wow. Classic Harriet Tubman saddle right there. And now Catherine, this is pretty crazy. I've not experienced this since they allegedly fixed it. But this is just non-stop sanction. And they're allied, by the way. I'm going to get double war decked here. It's a good thing I've got a few allies, city-states that is. This is going to get pretty rough. This is very greedy. I know there's a hostile city-state up here. But yeah, this is crazy. This is just like too many sanctions. Too many unjustifiable sanctions. Okay, Savash is over here. We'll speed that up as well. Maybe should have saved my influence considering I'm about to get flared on, but... Too late. Saw pit. Make these desert tiles super good. It's getting hindered, getting hindered. Go up for currency. Chengdu, you can now grow to a city. Got a brickyard in here. Where do I want this? Probably just here. Yeah, that's fine. And you know what? I could justify taking the buildings one now. Building one. Really want these production buildings up too. Let's do it. I love the food, but it's a good time for it, I think. Get all these sorted. Camels is behind where it is. Get this guy out. So keep our wine safe. And the wine really is carrying our culture right now. It's really good. I'd love to know where Harriet is. Maybe over here. I've never seen anything like this where everyone's just hating on me for no reason. I would like to do a bit of scouting with this guy too if I can. Oh, it's probably better to do it with the warrior. Chicanos are good units to have around, aren't they? Savash, you've gotten lost. Be hard to take that one over there. We can discover it. That's why the scout vision's so good as well. Oh, there it is. Alright. Here goes our nice peaceful game. Let's retreat to our homelands. Hey, great timing for that spearman, by the way. Because this city-state is right next to us. Brickyard going up there. This settlement, in theory, is in a lot of danger, but let's just get at least one person over there. Look at Shomron. Shomron's army is not to be trifled with. Bumsney would absolutely cop it. I mean, look at all these units. They're caught in the trap. All these units are about to get murked by the city-state, so that's good. I assumed Trungtrak's going to follow her in, although she didn't on the same turn. They usually do. This is quite a bad science place, though, but can't have it all. Need to work our way over there. We probably should have gone for Brickyard over this way. I also don't even know why we got that instead of a saw pit. Anyway, saw pit up there. Yeah, you are out of position. You are absolutely dead. Nothing you can really do about that. My quest to go east is continuously getting wrecked here. Okay, there's Trungtrak. Face plunger, you don't know what you're missing. Again, of all the leaders to be, I will say I'm glad I'm a Mina. So, something to be said for this. We get a few great walls in here too, I guess. I'd not even thought about that. Hmm. It's not a bad spot for a Great Wall. Get that after. Guy's gonna get slingered on, but what can you do? I do actually have a few rivers around here. And the pyramid is just so solid, I think it's worth doing. Oracle's also up as well. Fantastic Wonder. Scout is dead. This boat is being friendly to me, which I like. But yeah, this guy's just like caught in the web right now, so... let's move these guys up. I want to see if I can hit them as they cross the river. There's a mausoleum. And my scout. All expected. And the warrior. Expected. Okay, salt pit's down so we can build this sick monument now. Let's peep it. Okay, they got the insane elephants, which is a bit annoying. I'm not real keen on getting in the water with that boat, as friendly as it is being. Not keen on that. And also at 4 out of 6 settlements as well. I really would like to get a move on some of this settling action, but kind of a struggle. Happy if this guy just tank a slinger. So greedy to go for the Oracle. I would love to, but can't. Let's just hit this guy's city for the fun of it. It's going to do nothing but get XP, so which is good. It's free XP. Savash. That was Savash's boat. Okay, you're going to go and auto explore now. Savash has got people everywhere. There goes the pyramids, but I wasn't too keen on that anyway. Would have been good. Pyramids is fantastic, but what can you do? I am going to... Age of Heroes is nice, but let's go Spoils of War. Get that military sport off our back. Snag those sheep as well, which is good. Let's get Bath up. The building near our capital we can fill up. And I guess, yeah, I'll keep going for these desert tiles for now. Although that is a really solid specialist. Let's do it. Okay. We can actually put another guy here too. Next time we'll move the commander down, and we can actually hit from 2 spots. Pretty funny. I don't like how this slinger is somehow like murdering my guy. I guess you can move all the way back. I'm not going to be able to get to Seathep. A little bit too far away. Speaking of, let's change out our social policy as well. The scout is alright. Let's take it out for now. Scouts are kind of getting cooked. Colosseum's alright. Get a random Shidafu. Let's just hold off a little bit for now. 1, 2, 3. There's a spot up there that's pretty solid. Yeah, that's really good. Very solid Colosseum spot there. More or less just for adjacency, really. And again, a bit greedy, but I think this is fine. There's some good spots though, so I might put it over here in a bad spot. At least it doesn't take up another spot that I want, so that's annoying. Okay, hit there, and then move you into the water, hit there. This is all for show, by the way, but huge XP gain. Let's just take assault. It's just so good. I don't know where this guy came from, but I guess I got a second Chukanu from somewhere. The sound of the Chukanu is so good. I've just noticed this is happening. Now let's quickly get walls up. I hadn't seen this. Bit of a move on my capital here. So I might have to stop playing around. Oh my god. My commander has been one-shot. Well, that was very greedy. So, once again, my greedy's got the better of me there. Another free spearman from Savash could not have been better timed. Okay, clear him out. And I'll send you up to the capital. No, I won't. This Great Wall might end up screwing me over a bit. Let's quickly get an Ancient Walls up here as well. Chengdu will be alright. For sure. All we can do is get these really bad buildings up. I suppose that's alright. A lot of influence too we should spend. Okay, move back. Hopefully you don't get sniped. Oh, we have been caught a bit. I completely forgot Peng Cheng existed. Those are some very strong elephants. Yeah, we're gonna have to try our absolute hardest to defend this city, actually. If she sends both those boats, to be honest, it's gonna be pretty sad. We might need... The capital can survive for a long time, but it kind of needs a range unit in there as well. Just to whittle them down. Let's do that. This city is, yeah, dire straits for sure. Go over there. Military training. Crisis is about to hit too, just quietly. I guess, yeah, the Oracle's probably off. Probably not looking likely for now. Did get Ancient Walls though. Just keep getting Chukanu, they're so good. You know what? If you die for this, that's fine. Really want the scout to do something useful, but minus 99. How did this happen? Wow, gypsum's on flat plains. What? I didn't think that was possible. Look how much damage these are taking. I have plus 10 combat strength against that, by the way. And it may have been a mistake to not move. Yikes. That city is not looking too hot. Okay, take that. We'll take this. I would love the commander experience, but I need some action right now, to be honest. This spawned on the barracks, which I should have known was going to happen. Otherwise, you guys can just keep healing. But get on this district, though, so you heal up faster. And you too. Peng Cheng might have to say goodbye to. Hate to say it. All these buffs, I'm still getting clapped by Harriet Tubman. This is a lot of units. And where the hell is she? She's across the ocean. Why have you done this? Support ourselves. Here comes the crisis. 1-4 settlements. Okay. Really want to build this stupid oracle. Look at this. Let's like grow up. I mean, come on. It's just so many archers. It's not even like he doesn't have a single siege either, so it's not gonna work. But I have to defend against it. I guess we'll get a second army commander. It's like really bad tempo, but sure. Yeah, this city I think is gone. Not sure what we can do about that. I can't afford to like take it out. The unit. Oof. Rough game. Rough game. I didn't respect the Khmer elephants, huh? There's a lot of... Oh man, that's an archer. Bad timing on the archer. I think the best we can do is try and stall this out somehow until they want to make peace. If they want to make peace. Yikes. They're not keen on that idea. Just need Trung Truck to go away and then we're okay, but it's not looking likely. Can't believe my army commander got sniped like that. That has some shocking play. I'd love for this volcano to go off just quietly. Okay, who died there? My actual unit. Okay. But he put up a pretty solid fight. Now, God, this city is like undefendable, by the way. Okay, one more chariot. I'm gonna basically send you to die over this way. On the off chance you can do something. Okay, Harriet. Trung Truck's still not keen. That guy can easily hang in there. Sort all this out. Cleanup squad. Harriet, you have spent a ludicrous amount of production on all these units, and it's all going to your boy over here, Trung Truck. She's taken all the credit. I'm not confident this city's gonna survive. Oh, it worked. Okay. Well, I'll say some of my better work here to survive, but not cheap. Didn't come cheap. It cost me a lot of chariots. Now, we need to Move you out. Move you in. Scout can, I guess, stay here for now. Yeah, hit this archer. And yeah, let's get a really good hit on that. Surprised she doesn't want peace now. I'll finish off the villa. Will we? There, though? Finish it off there. Once we get our amphitheaters, we'll worry about it. Okay. We want to get as many Great Walls up before this game ends as well. Safe to say. Guess we can do a granary. Finish off the quarter. Hitting the scout is just not worth it, so go and heal. Continue to hold off this mess of archers. Sure. Yep, that's good. Okay, right. Very good, very good. I've done nothing this game, by the way. I've done nothing to deserve this.
The assembly gathered. The elders
This is just like, it's just cruel. It's cruel for the sake of it. I don't think the fortified districts is going to help much now. I don't have time to get, or I don't have the gold to get walls up here. My priority should be getting units over here to help, I think. That is the biggest problem we've got. Yeah. I think we've got to go for the military mastery, which you never want to be doing. But need the range combat strength. We can get that. Even if it may or may not help, it probably won't, but these elephants are absolutely killer though. To do that. Hanging on a thread here. I'm sure she'll peace out soon though. They've actually managed to take out this district, which is ludicrous. I can't believe how many units this is. I've probably killed like 10 archers. Like, how big was her army? Why are you doing this? It's insane. I didn't really take this that seriously, and I guess that was my downfall. I mean, I'm building a granary on the battlefront. This city could die this turn. He attacks with the archer and the chariot. We kind of did. I actually can't believe this. Why? Why? I was very greedy with some of this stuff, but I know they're close to a peace deal. I know they want to do it. Just need to hold out until I can. Or if I settle like a really bad city and then give it to them. Wow. Maybe the commander was trolled too. Commander's a bit greedy. It's a really good long-term investment, but wow. This person, Harriet, has sent an invasion force of what, like 20 archers across the ocean to take me out? This game's a wipe. It's a wipe. Well, hey, good news everyone, my commander's back. Building, going for the commanders in here. I should have swapped as soon as I saw that start getting really bad, but I mean, you heard me about 5 turns ago saying this is a waste of time for her because she doesn't have siege. Turns out you don't need siege when you bring like this many archers. Okay. Do what we can. Man, how much war sport do I have to pile on to get you to give that back? Probably a fair bit. And they're all just like supporting each other. Oh, why? Why did Catherine get involved? Trunk allied with everyone on the continent and then declared war on me. It's extremely rude. I mean, I guess I can make this a fort town as a last resort for the non-existent walls in here. Yeah, Graham said he was going to watch this back. He doesn't need to. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. Well, she wants peace. Standard peace, but right now I'm not inclined to do that. Never seen anything like this. It's like they've turned the AI like massively up this game. Is this what I had a pretty good start, I guess, so AI just decided to all gang up on me? It's non-stop sanctions. Welcome in, Flapjack, as well. Good to see you. I've seen you around in Paisley's stream, I think. Good to have you here. There's no real synergy here, so yeah, Amina and Han. The theory is, so this is like, you know, Civ Give practice. As you can see, having a bit of a struggle with the old online abbreviated speed. I've never seen the AI send this many archers. I reckon there was about 20 to 30 units sent by Harriet, who's not even on the same landmass as me. I've got this happening up here. Catherine's declared war on me for, you know, because she can. Anyway, sorry. So there's no synergy here, really. But because we're practicing for the Civ Give, I feel like these are leaders and Civs that are kind of average. And I think we can like reliably get these. So I've picked like a really standard, middle of the road, pretty adaptable Civ and leader that I think is not unrealistic to get. Whereas like, you know, Egypt, Green Xerxes, like these are going to go straight away. I won't be able to get them. So that's the idea. That's the idea. I think Han and Amina are just like generally good. But I'm not sure. I mean, if I took this way more seriously, I think I could have defended. But I would have been just building military units the entire game. I think I will say I've never actually lost a city with walls before. I had 3 archers and walls defending. And I probably killed 10 archers from from Harriet, and they just kept coming. Like, I killed an archer and 2 took its place. I don't even know why I'm getting attacked. Not a single thing. It's the non-stop sanctions too. I'm so sorry, Flapjack, if I see that it's your first time chat in this stream. Please don't look at this game. Don't look at this. And now I'm on the brink of revolt in my one city. Holy. This is just one of those games where you just gotta accept the defeat. If all the AI decide to declare war on you at once, I mean... And my people are pissed. My people are furious. No, it wasn't their agenda. The thing, I was fulfilling... I shared from Track's government. I sent her an endeavor. I supported one she sent me. I was fulfilling her agenda. And then, out of nowhere, all of them just started sanctioning me non-stop. Back-to-back sanctions, every 5 turns. So, it's just like nothing I can do about non-stop sanctions like that. Well, this was fun. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We might go ahead and call it there. Yeah, if people do this to me in the charity game, I'm gonna be not too happy. But there's a human player could not have built this many units, I will say. Kind of insane. Yeah, I know, that's the thing as well, Flapjack. Like, because you can all put in 1 war support, it's pretty nuts. Like, imagine getting hit with 7 war support out of nowhere. And it only costs 30 influence for everyone else to do that. And you can just ruin someone's game. And then just refuse to ever make peace with them. And it's over. Like, their empire is cooked at that point. It's game over. Anyway. This is crazy. I've lost half my empire to the AI. And the one settlement I do have is rebelling. And they're burning down all their buildings. So I think this one's a wrap. Turn 57. Man, abbreviated is something else, huh? Online speed. Well, I will say, despite how this ended, I was actually, up until about 20 turns ago, really impressed with how this went. Amina was a lot better than I thought. Oh, and to your comment, Flapjack, as well, yeah, Axum is pretty crazy. Axum is really good now. My fear is that if you don't spawn on the coast, then Axum is, like, garbage. I mean, you still get the Hawaii, I guess, which is pretty good. But I need, like, as Amina, I need to be in Plains and Desert, and as Axum, I need to be on the coast. And I feel like, you know, the chances of getting both of those are pretty unlikely. So I wouldn't want to pick both, I think. I wouldn't want to have 2 reliances on terrain. One is stressful enough, you know. Anyway, yeah. That's all, folks, I guess. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this disaster. Dude, Amina Egypt. I mean, if I could just pick, I mean, Amina Egypt is insane. But whoever gets to pick their leader last gets to pick their civ first. And I suspect Egypt will go first. Egypt or Maya or Assyria. I think those will be the top 3. Or Tonga as well. Tonga's definitely up there. They're a bit more difficult to play. Tonga is probably my favorite Antiquity Civ. They are so fun. I'm a Tonga addict. They really are good. Anyway, yeah. Everyone declared war on me. They hindered me. They sanctioned me. Now they're just piling on the war support. Look at this. Minus 160 from sanctions. What am I meant to do about this? minus 300 from sanctions. Like, look at me. My futile efforts here to try and make this relationship okay. I traded. I started some endeavors. What do you do about this? Minus 300. Yeah, so this was never going to be a friendly game. Had a game with 1,100 culture in Ancient with Tonga, yeah. If you get all the city-states, Tonga is dead set unbeatable. Having a versatile leader is really good if you have to pick leader first, yeah. I think, yeah, Amina, Benjamin Franklin, Ibn Battuta, they're all pretty solid first picks, but I think if I got first pick off the top of my head, I'd probably go Green Xerxes, I'd say. Achaemenid Xerxes would probably be my go-to. I think there's too much stuff on him that's busted. Like the Han, you know, spamming Great Walls with Green Xerxes is just a straight-up game-winning strategy. So, anyway, how does he go with Tonga? Who's he? Green Xerxes? Not great in theory, but you can always get unique improvements from a city-state. So you would just pick one of those and then spam them as much as you could. Keep in mind, his ability also applies to unique buildings as well. So, like, you know, Tonga's district also gets the golden culture. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yes, the game has decided this round is over. I might wrap it up there. So, but thanks for everyone tuning in. This was despite a bit of a rocky ending. I mean, I haven't been throttled by the AI like this in a long time, so I guess respect to the AI for being brutal, but I'm not sure what I did to deserve this. The sanctions, as far as I could tell, came out of nowhere, so anyway, there's a QR code there on screen if you want to donate to the Civ Give. It's a big multiplayer game coming up with all your favorite Civ content creators, myself included. We'll be playing next Monday. Oh, sorry, for me, it's for you guys, probably it's Sunday, so a Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. And yeah, we'll be playing a big multiplayer game of Civ. Donations go towards the Gamers Outreach charity, so if you have the funds, feel free to donate to that. There's a link in the description, yeah, all the QR code there, but anyway, thank you all very much for joining. Let's get the bonus from the trade route from IP. He would actually, yeah. So you get the culture and gold from the Tonga trade routes. That would actually be very solid, at least in antiquity. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.